Hello, my name is Hubert Bennett. I'm the Implementation and Training Manager for the Statewide Longitudinal Data System. I work in technology services for the Georgia Department of Education. Today's session will look at how to navigate the SI dashboard. If you have been set up at your local district with access to the SI dashboard, you should have an icon on your menu bar that looks like this. Please know that if you do not have this icon, that is provided to you from your local district data person. When you click on the SI dashboard, you will actually get a message to pop up that the SI dashboard requires you to allow pop-ups for that particular application. Please do not turn off pop-up blockers. That would cause problems with other possibly dangerous websites. What we ask you to do is just to allow this window to open in a new pop-up. When that pop-up or that new window opens, you will see a screen that looks like this. Please notice up in the top right-hand corner, there is a user manual that you will be able to access. I have put in this slide to show you that there are 6 different canned reports, or actually boxes, and then there are many canned reports underneath each of those boxes. Each of those canned reports can be found through here. Now, there are 2 ways to get to these canned reports, and that's through the header information here across the top or these 6 boxes. For example, if I click on student information, you can see that there are a number of reports that drop down from there, and I can go directly to that particular canned report. Or I could click on the box that corresponds to the header information, such as in this case, student information. If I click on the box, I will actually see those canned reports, but here's where I can actually see a description of these reports, whereas if I go to the reports from the header bar, I go directly to the report. Here I would be able to see a description of those reports. To get to the canned report, I can do it either from the header bar and the drop down, or I can click on the particular descriptive box that comes up. In this case, I will drill down into the OSSISS discipline reports. When the screen comes up, you'll notice that over on the far right-hand side, you'll have your district data and the schools there. You can also actually compare to the state of Georgia level. But this is an example of the student discipline report, so it shows ISS 10 days or less, and then other options as you scroll down the page. To explain a little bit about this header information, there's an item here in the header bar that says Acrobat or Excel, so you could export this screenshot to Adobe if you wanted to print it, or to Excel. Please note that's not exporting all the data behind these numbers, it's just exporting out a look of what this represents. The next item on that bar is the print bar, but as you know, that's all you do is print it. The item that we'd like to show you here is a filter button. Now, by default, it is highlighted, but if I click it, you'll notice the filtering capability on the far right-hand side, it disappears. If I click it one more time, the filter box reappears. The reason you may want to do that is because of the expansion of the screen, which you will see in the next few slides. The 2 buttons beside the filter button, there's a plus sign and a minus sign. The plus sign will actually expand the data. As you can see, it expands and it'll even blow it off the screen. Or I can do a minus to come back to it. So the plus and minus will expand the view of the data. The next button is a toggle button, and it'll toggle to a full page, so the data set will actually enter a full page view. Now we'll actually look at the reports. All of the reports are similar to this, so we will not go in through every single report because the navigation of it is all the same. As you see here, there is trending data. So in this particular canned report, you can see 2016, 2017, and 2018 trending data. You might notice that there are some TFSs listed here, and you might wonder what that is. Well, you may even have some NA. Down at the bottom of each of the reports, you'll see this listed. NA indicates no data found. TFS would be too few students. In other words, it's underneath the N number. It's under 15, and that is an item put in place to prevent users from being able to identify who this individual student was. If you'll notice here, I've clicked over on CCRPI, and I wanted to point this out to you because this report, even though it shows 3 years, it only allows for a 2-year trend, and that's between the 17 and 16 data. And as you see, it's because the 2018 CCRPI data cannot be compared to the previous year's data, and the 2-year trend in the report shows a trend between 2017 and 2016. The reason is because of the calculations for 2018 milestone data was completely different than the previous years. Here's another section that is just taking each box or each report box, and it's identifying the particular reports in them. So we'll start off with the student information. Here are 6 different reports that are under the student information box. Star rating, there's 3 different canned reports. Teachers information actually has the most. There are 7 canned reports under the teachers information. Leaders information, there are 3. Student performance, there are 5 different reports. And then under school improvement, there is just CCRPI. We hope that you found this short navigation video helpful. If you have questions about where the data came from, I assume that would be the school improvement department. Thank you very much.